to my YouTube viewers. Today we will switch over to the evolutionary process of culture or cultural evolution. Who introduced this word? Mr. Morgan. Morgan is also had, because of his more contribution toward the human development, particularly the social anthropology, he got the name of father of social anthropology. This Morgan was explained with the examples how the cultural evolutions are taking place. If it is in there are two types of evolutions. One is the unilineal evolution, second one is the multilineal evolution. If it is unilineal evolution, according to Morgan, how he is explaining, the example, that is the subsistence. Subsistence is nothing but the food material. Subsistence for the existence. If you want to live, you need the food, not the gold and some other thing. Food is very important. So how we are getting the food from the nature? So starting from bow and arrow, with the help of that we are getting some food material, and then number of stages will be there. Fishing culture next, it will also come to the fire, and also pastoralism, and also horticulture, and also one after another agriculture. So number of things we are coming. First is initially it is an infancy of evolution, then bow and arrow, then one after another evolutionary process for the existence, that is the for the subsistence level. One is the bow and arrow, hunting and gathering, fishing, and also pastoralism, horticulture and agriculture. This is the way he wants to explain the parable. He wants to explain the cultural evolution in a uniform, that is the unilineal way. Second example what he has taken, that is the marriage system. Earlier period, there was no marriage, specific marriage system, no sacred, no registration, all these things it was not there, only promises. That's why first phase of the marriage system is in evolutionary process, that is the promiscuity or sex union. Second one is polygamy. Gamy is divided into polyandry and polygyny. Gamy is different, gyny is different. So this polygamy is divided into polyandry. Y stands for man. So number of people marry one girl. Polygyny, number of girls marry one man. So that is quite opposite to this. Again, the number of problems is also coming. Well, I will take the marriage system, at that time I will explain depth in the subject. So after this polygamy, next we will go for the monogamy. That is the only one man and one woman, or one girl and one boy should marry. Then another explanation by Mr. Taylor. He has taken example for the unilineal evolution is religion. First is supernatural beliefs earlier. Later it will come to the animatism. Animatism is nothing but the animal. We use it to pray for the animals. Now also we are practicing. That is the cow. And then it will shifted to many gods. There was no many gods. Demigods, Devatalu. So demigods. Then after praying the many gods, then we will switch over to the monotheism. Pray for one person, pray for one god. By this, unilineal evolutionary process is completed. Then switch over to the multilineal cultural evolution. It is first time introduced by Mr. Dubé, Juvenile Stewart. And in this multilineal evolution, we can also see the parallel evolution, one after another, alternatively, some are parallelly. So this multilineal evolution is worked on one principle. The name is parabolic curve pattern. This is also explained through the social institutions, because it was observed in the institutions. Example, in the family institutions, let us assume the dresses. Early man does not have the sense of covering the private parts, no clothes. After that, he has some shyness, some other culture is refining as days are goes on. So automatically he used to wear the many dresses, many clothes to cover the body. And then again come to the modern trend is half naked dresses. Half of the body is visible for everybody. That is nothing but nudism again starting. Parabolic curve design is reverse U. Some place is open. It is not totally completed. Again one more example, property. Earlier period, communal property, all people work together for the production. Again it will be distributed among them. There was no narrow-minded, no selfishness, no individuality, no saving concept. So it was there. That's why communal property. Slowly all this selfishness started. Why only we are working, some other people are enjoying like that. So then automatically it has gone to the private property. Again private property is turned into the communal property. One more example, that is the marriage system. In this earlier days, only with the help of promises people move together, live together. That's why promiscuity or sex union. From that phase, again going back to the polygamy, polyandry and polygyny. Then it will turn into monogamy. Again this monogamy coming back to the free, that is the promiscuity, sex union, again come to the normalcy. Now example is live together, friendly environment. There is no marriage system. Even in the modern period, the government is allowing in other countries live together without marriage, friendly living. So starting with the promise, going to the polygamy, polygyny, polyandry, again monogamy, again come to the free from the rules, marriage rules, better, again free sex union. Rules are detached or removed or not practicing. Once again we will refresh that. Now we will switch over to the evolutionary process in culture also. It was introduced by Mr. Morgan. His works are more in social anthropology, particularly social institution, socio-cultural aspects. That's why he got the name father of social anthropology. According to Morgan, it was divided into two categories. One is unilineal, second one is multilineal cultural evolutions. If it is unilineal evolution, according to Morgan, he wants to explain with a few examples, that is institutions. That is subsistence. Example, that is nothing but subsistence is nothing but the food getting. How the early man is getting the food from the nature. That was initially infancy, crude form. What are the fallen fruits are there, he is going and taking and filling his belly. After that introduced the hunting and gathering. Bow and arrow introduced, hunting and gathering started. Then going for the another variety, fishing culture, because man is not staying back. He is always a nomadic person, moving to one place to another place. When he crossed the rivers, fresh water, he is practicing the river culture, fishing culture. Then again he will go for the land area where the trees and the plants are there. Again he started the animal domestication, that is the pastoralism. Then he will go for the grow within their vicinity some small plants, that is the horticulture. Then again he will going for the settle down somewhere else, that is nothing but the agriculture. In this way evolutionary process is going on. Second one is marriage system. Earlier marriage was not the specific solemnization of the marriage. Only with the help of promises the people live together, man and the woman. So promiscuity or sex union, moving towards the polygamy, which is divided into polyandry and polygyny, and it is again shifted to the monogamy, one man and one woman. And then third one is example, religion. It was not given by the Mr. Morgan, it was given by the Mr. Taylor. Taylor wants to explain the cultural evolution with the help of religion. Religion is equal to nothing but the belief system. So here the religion is, in earlier days people used to pray the superstitious beliefs, number one. Second one is nothing but pray to the animals. Like that practice still we are continuing, praying to the animals. That is the cow, celestial cow, Kamadhenuvu. So again we are coming back. Multi-gods prayer. That is multi-gods word should not be there. Demigods. Devatalu emantaru? Demigods. So we are used to pray the number of demigods. And then come to the only pray for the one individual, one energy, one superpower. The name is God. Monotheism. So here it is superstitious beliefs, animatism, polytheism, and then go for the monotheism. By this cultural evolution with the under the name of unilineal evolution it is completed. Then switch over to the multilineal evolution. Who introduced this information? Mr. Dubé and Juvenile Stewart. And this parallel evolution is also observed in multilineal evolution. How the multilineal evolution is worked? Based on the principle of parabolic curve, that it appears in the reverse U. Examples: clothes, that is the dresses. Early man does not know how to cover the private parts. When he feels the cold, only some leaves he used to cover his private parts, not more than that. So no clothes. After culture is moving towards the refinement, then the people used to wear the number of clothes. Again, when the modernity, civilization is moving upward direction, people are minimizing their clothes, half-naked dresses. Finally, it will come back to the nudism. Second example is property. Earlier, there was no selfishness, no individuality, no greediness. As a result, they want to maintain the group living. So group wise, they want to cultivate the land. Whatever the produce it is coming, equally distributed and enjoyed. But after sometimes selfishness started, then they want to take some land as a private property. So communal property turned into private property. Again some problems has taken, again coming back to the communal property. And one more example is marriage system. Here it is nothing but the promiscuity or sex union is the first phase. Second phase is polygamy, divided into polyandry and polygyny. Then switch over to the monogamy, one woman and one man. And then coming back to the promiscuity or sex union or free from the rules. Now we are also practicing without marriage, man and woman can live together. The permission has granted in some other developed countries. Friendly living, snehapurvaka vatavaranam. So now earlier how the people were used in the same pattern, after some time you are coming back. That is nothing but the parabolic curve. By this, cultural evolution is completed. This is Bindu taking leave from the YouTube platform. Please do subscribe. Good night.